Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Talking Tales with Tom. I am your host, Tom. I want to start today with a question. Have you ever felt like your brain is a slow computer? Imagine this. You are talking to a friendly English speaker. They ask you, "What did you do last weekend?" Inside your head, you start working. First, you think of the answer in your native language. Then you look for the English words. Then you think about grammar. Is it I go or I went? By the time you are ready to say, I went to the park, the other person is already talking about something else. Does this happen to you? If yes, please don't be sad. You are not bad at English. You just have a bad habit. You are translating in your head. Today, we are going to fix this, and I am not alone. My good friend and amazing teacher, Maya, is here to help us. Maya, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Tom, and I'm so happy to talk about this topic. You know, Tom, I see this every day. Students come to me and say, Maya, I know many words, but I can't speak fast. The reason is simple. Translating is like running a race with heavy bags in your hands. We need to drop those bags. We need to learn how to think directly in English. Today, I have a 4-step plan for everyone. It's easy, it's fun, and it works.
Step 1. I'm ready. What is the first thing we need to do, Maya? Many people think they need to open a grammar book. Is that right?
Actually, no. Step 1 is all about perception. That is a big word, but it just means using your ears. Think about a little baby. When a baby is born, can they speak? No. Can they read? No. What do they do for 1 year? They just listen. They listen to their mom, their dad, and the world. Their brain is absorbing the music of the language. As English learners, we often forget this. We want to speak before we listen.
So you mean we should just sit and listen to the radio for 5 hours? Most of our listeners are very busy. They have jobs, families, and school.
That's a great point, Tom. You don't need extra time. You need to use your background time. Think about your day. When you are washing the dishes, when you are walking the dog, or when you are on the bus, what is your brain doing? Usually, it's thinking in your native language. Change that. Play an English podcast. Play the news. It doesn't matter if you don't understand 100%. The goal is to let your brain hear the rhythm and the patterns.
I remember Tiffany said something about speed in your video. What was that trick?
Oh, yes, this is a super trick. Change the speed to 1.25x. When the English is a little bit faster, your brain doesn't have time to translate. It says, oh no, this is too fast. I must listen to the whole sound. It stops the middleman, translation, and goes directly to the sound. Try it for 10 minutes every day. It's like a gym for your ears.
Okay, so step 1 is listening more and faster. Now, step 2, what happens when I see a new word? For example, I see the word gigantic. My brain immediately wants to know, what is gigantic in my language?
This is the translation trap, Tom. Every time you use a bilingual dictionary, a dictionary with your language, you are training your brain to stay in your native language. You are saying to your brain, English is too hard. Please explain it in my language. We want to change this. We want direct comprehension.
So, what should I do instead?
Use an English-to-English dictionary for learners. If you look up gigantic, the dictionary will say very, very big. Now, your brain stays in the English zone. You use simple English words to understand hard English words. Another tip, use Google Images. If you see the word stethoscope and you don't know it, don't translate it. Look at a picture of a doctor holding one. Now your brain connects the image to the English word. There is no room for your native language there.
That makes so much sense. It's like when I learned the word apple as a kid. I didn't see a word, I saw a red fruit. So for the listeners, stop the translation, look at pictures, or use simple English definitions. Now we're getting to the active part, steps 3 and 4. This is about making sentences, right?
Yes. Step 3 is decision-making. Learning a language is not just words, it's about how people talk. In your language, maybe you say no in a very direct way. But in English, people often say, I'm not sure about that, or I'll think about it. You need to observe native speakers. How do they react when they're happy? How do they react when they're angry? I want you to become an actor. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Record your voice on your phone. Pretend you're at a restaurant. Pretend you're at a job interview. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just focus on the vibe and the feel of English.
And step 4, the formulation part?
This is my favorite. Stop studying boring grammar rules. Start learning patterns. Instead of learning the rule for present perfect, just learn the pattern, I have never been to. Say it 20 times. Say it 50 times. Use it for everything. I have never been to Paris. I have never been to that shop. I have never been so tired. Now, when you want to speak, your brain doesn't build a sentence from zero. It just takes a ready-made block and uses it. It's much faster.
And what about the time pressure exercise?
Oh, yes, this is a great game. Take a timer, set it for 60 seconds, choose a simple topic, like my favorite food. Now, talk for 60 seconds without stopping. Because you are in a hurry, your brain doesn't have time to go back to your native language. It has to stay in English to survive the minute. It's a fantastic way to force your brain to think in English.
Maya, this has been so helpful. It's not about being smart. It's about these simple 4 steps. Listeners, remember the story Tiffany told. A little boy covered her laptop in lotion. It was a mess, but he had a big smile. Why? Because he was exploring. Don't be afraid to mess up your English. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. If your sentences are covered in lotion today, it's okay. Just keep smiling and keep practicing.
I love that story, Tom. Mistakes are just proof that you are trying. So to our friends all over the world, start listening at 1.25x speed today. Use an English dictionary tomorrow. And most importantly, talk to yourself. You are your best practice partner.
Well said, Maya. Thank you so much for joining us on Talkin' Tales with Tom. Friends, if you enjoyed this long talk, please show us some love. If you're listening on a podcast app, hit subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button and leave a comment. Tell us, what is one thing you are going to change today to start thinking in English? We read every single comment.
We can't wait to hear from you. Happy learning, everyone. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, and remember, keep talking, keep sharing, and keep thinking in English.